This is the 25th anniversary of the terrible tragedy of Piper Alpha, and it is saddening and annoying that basically at this time, 25 years on, that the government has not learned a lesson, that in order to prevent such a disaster happening again, then you should be increasing the resources and investing. And that is, whilst we would expect employers themselves to be vigilant in a self-regulating way, you do need this outside inspectorate to keep the employers on their toes. If you are unable to recruit extra staff, or you're not replacing staff that leave, or in fact if you are making staff redundant, the reality is that that will have an impact on your ability to carry out inspections, and you'll certainly not be able to increase your inspections. And we believe that, sadly, over the next few years, there'll then be a correlation between the lack of inspections or the absence of inspections and the increase in injuries and death at work. If this government doesn't shift their position, we would be expecting that any new government that would come in that would be sympathetic to workers and sympathetic to trade unions, that we would lobby them to reverse any drastic changes that this current government makes that's detrimental to health and safety, both offshore and onshore.
Well, I've sat on what we class as IAC, the Oil Industry Advisory Committee, for some 24 years. And the one thing that we could have been proud of was that tripartite organisation went to the heart of the HSE. It was always discussions before decisions. And it wasn't even that we, the people who deal with safety offshore on a daily basis, weren't informed. The commissioners weren't informed. Now, if you're going to keep something a secret, it's either a good surprise or a bad surprise. This was a bad surprise. And I wonder why they kept it a secret. And I think the only reason for that was they knew it'd be opposed. So they think that if they come with a done deal, that we'll be quiet. We were talking about safety of our members' lives. This union and the STUC and the TUC won't be quiet. As I said before, we'll continue to oppose this. The discussions I have with people within the HSE, there's a different attitude prevailing. Not so much about the tripartite, more about what they have to do, what the dictate from the government is, right? We need to get back to the fact that the HSE must be totally independent from any government. They have a role to play, and that role is to work with the workforce representatives and industry to make offshore one of the safest places, the UK offshore section, one of the safest places in the world.